Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 3rd, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Dragon Sword. I am running really late this morning. A couple things that have been going on, still going on, new things. It's just wasn't my morning. It just wasn't my morning. So here we are now. And I'll put this down when we get started. And like everything else, I bring this up because as I was getting ready, I'm trying to get myself ready to teach this morning, right? And it does take me a minute. Sometimes it does take me a minute. I thought about not teaching class this morning. I thought about I just not going to do it. And I decided, no, I'm going to be here. That moment of, no, I don't want to, but I'm going to. I'm ready. Here I go. Right? That moment is something that I want to pay attention to. It's something that I want to embrace, and it's something that I want to repeat as often as possible. I'm going to tell you, here I am. Feet about shoulder width apart, bend the knees, open the arms, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, pull up through the crown of the head, keep the shoulders down, hands circle to the front. And back around to both sides, up along the center line, and smile. Reach out. And again. Pet the cat while you're there. One more time. Roll up through the spine as you come up. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Alright, so I'm going to skip right to the sword part this morning. Okay, so we have this week, we have set 6 white dragon reveals its claws. As we're moving, this whole idea that we should have dexterity with the blade, right? That as we turn, that connection all the way through, we're going to do it again, all the way through should be preserved as best as possible. All right, now, quickly, not slow, about the same speed, I'm going to go the other direction, and set back, 1, 2, 3, open, out. All right, that was not as good as I would have liked, so I'm going to do it again. That was better. That sense of connection and fluid movement is absolutely something that we want to work for. We've been working on this all week with the idea that as we're turning, where's the sword go? What am I doing? Right? Let's pay attention to the first part of this set right now. So, I'm here, and I'm a lot lower. So yeah, should be lower, but this is where I'm at today. So, hey, here we go. Right here. So, to the outside, keep going, bring it around and down, up, down, up again. So, from here, around, down, up. This turn, and I'm going to turn around and do it another way so you can see it better. This turn, before you step, right? Out, keep going, bring it around, down, round through as you turn. Now down again as you step. Go this way. I'm looking for space, okay. Here. From here to here, turn the waist. All of this twist, white dragon reveals its claws, right? All of this turning starts here, at the waist, right? So this has to move. And the key, the secret, is that you're well supporting the hip and the ribs so that the waist is open. Okay? And this it doesn't matter how tall or short you are, how much space you've got actually between your ribs and your hips. There is space there, and we want to use it. All right. That turn has to be coordinated, right? I'm going to slow it down. Just that first part. I'm here. Do it with me. Slice the outside. Keep going. Circle and down. One more time. To the outside. Bring left hand in and down. Turn the waist, turn the sword up. Right? Blades up here. And don't hit the fan. Okay? And this doesn't, you don't want this movement so much as this. Let me hear. Trying, where's my, I'm here. Circle. That's bigger than it should be, right? Turn the waist, pull, down and slice. So, pull, down and slice across. Right? As we turn, there is more apparent motion in the sword than there is actual motion. Right? So turn the waist, turn the shoulders, turn the arms, turn the body, everything turns, everything turning all at the same time makes it seem like what's out here is moving more quickly. Does it move more quickly? A little bit. But that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to build the coordination so that the result of the movement is out here. The movement's here. This is the result. All right. Behind. Set. Not too fast. To the left. Circle 1 and 2. Keep going. Down. Come up. Down. Step through. And in. I have to think about that for a second. That was correct. What I did over there wasn't. part of that coordination, part of the stepping method, right? So here, one, here, right? Step here, in, out. Other side, other direction. It's not really the other side, it's just me turning around. I'm going the other way. Then back, and one, two, keep going. All right, that series, do it one more time, slowly. Back, around one, two, keep going, slice, slice, down, in, and out. Pay attention to the hand in the back, that it doesn't drop too far. This should be even. The sword's up here, the hand's down just a little bit, not all the way down here, right? A little bit. Sword's down here, the hand's up a little bit. That balance is part of what we want. And in fact, if I was working with two swords, yeah, I would have something to do over here. That is not a skill that I've learned. Like, double swords, double, 就是不知道两件，不知道怎么说，two straight swords. It's hard to do one. I had the experience of seeing folks who can work two straight swords. It's pretty amazing. So when we talk about, and I'm going to talk about this for a second, we talk about the left sword hand. So when I do the translations for the set, the Chinese talks about the left sword hand. The left hand, okay, the sword hand. These two fingers up, these two fingers down, closed like this, the sword hand. Left sword hand. I could have a sword in that hand. I could. I don't. It's not intended to be two-handed sword. It's intended to be one-handed sword. But we could. Knowing that gives me much better idea of what do I do with this, right? If I'm extended here, if I pull in here, I would be pulling in both swords, right? That sense of what have I got, what am I doing with it, and how does it work is fundamental. I keep beating up on that, but it is. To the back, and left, to the left, keep going, down, up, down, in, out. One more time, slow. To the back, come around, one, two, keep going, set, up, down, in, through. Again, to the back, come around, set, in. Other side. To the back, come around, keep going. Alright. I want to do something in this move that doesn't belong there. Tried to do it twice. Alright. And it's right here. instead of this, I want to do something else. I want to keep going forward. That's not what I should do. Right? I'm thinking, go, 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 go. Missed one. Alright, to the back. Come around one. And down, keep going. Around here. Up. Now step in and out. That emphasis here matters. How do I know that? I was paying attention. Could I move through without doing that move? Yes, I could. I did. I got a little confused about what I was doing. It showed. And when I thought about it, and stop and think about it for a minute. What was I paying attention to here? Why was right? Just relax for a minute, pay attention to it, and then try again. What will happen more often than not is your muscles will tell you what you're supposed to do. You don't have to think it. You just let your muscles tell you. That ability is part of what we cultivate in practice, right? That's because we want to cultivate that listening. I want to listen to what my body is telling me. I do. Every minute in practice, the more I am able to pay attention to the fine details in each movement, the more control I have over each movement and the more dexterity I have with each movement. Right? So I was thinking through it. I'm here and come around here. And what did I see when I practiced? I'm looking this way. I'm not looking this way, because that was my practice line, right? What did I see? Paying attention to what I'm doing during practice. What was I looking at? I'm looking at the wall over here. I'm not looking at the window over there. This side, I'm paying attention to over here. Something's missing. So I went back to what I was doing. Quit thinking about it so much. Quit trying so hard, right? Allow the movement to happen. What did I do? Oh, there it is. That recognition is what we want to cultivate in practice. That another one of those, we want to have that available. How do we make it available? Practice. The more repetition we do that is correct, the harder it is to do something that is incorrect. That does work that way. Okay? The more we practice something that's incorrect, the harder it is to get rid of it. But the good side is the more we practice what's correct, the more difficult it becomes to do something that's not correct. So, what's correct here? My legs are set. I'm leaning back. Could I lean back more? Yeah, probably. The sword should be straight, more or less parallel to the ground, not down behind me, right? It's not here. It's here. So, I want to go straight back, circle to the outside, and down. as I set here, this goes all the way down. Now, I'm not going there today. It's not happening. All right, it does, and I will. All right, so keeping the body straight, staying well placed, keeping the hip just behind the heel so that you can actually go lower. All of those things matter in this one move. As I keep going, I have to be able to come up, right? This has to move. So I'm here, I need to come up. That ability, where am I here? Where do I have to go? Back, down, up. Now step. Left. Not right, left. My weight's over here. This should be straight as it comes up. Yeah. As the blade moves across and comes up this circle, right? We want to pay attention to how the blade slice across, down, up, right? That movement is different than what else we might do. That correction turn, right? Gives me the opportunity to bring more force to the next move as I come down. Twist, 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 up, down. Right? Just the sword. Let me go this way. That turn, right? I'm here, turn, up, down. One, the outside, right? Keep going. With no footwork, just right foot front. Down. Come up. Turn. Up. Down. Pay attention to the edge of the blade as you work through that, so that here, this can come down, right? The emphasis to bring this down comes from here. No, yes, all right, here. Bring this up. Going that way now. Down. That turn. Actually starts down here. One, two, three, four. This emphasis down Remember, it's on one leg. So as we bring the sword down, we also have to pay attention to sustaining through the body. Slowly, from here, turn, up, down, up, down, step, forward. This when I went through that before, I wasn't so solid. The second time I was. So do it again. 1, 2, 3, set, in, go. Alright? Straight down. Body stays straight, the sustaining leg stays solid. The knee is not locked. Right? My knee it's straight. It's not bent, right? Straight, but it's not locked. Okay? Nothing's locked. It's all just pulled up. That's what we want. So you can move into it and out of it. Right? One more time. Down. Turn. Around. Up. Down. In. Out. The rising leg, we talked about this before. Keep the knee tucked in. Not over here, but not out here either. Right? Knee stays straight. Keep the foot tucked in as well. That will help you to sustain that balance so that as you come around, one more time, I went off to that side, I did. As you come around, you're straight. Still leaning to that side. Not now. That, I'm going to do it. What did I do? Try it again. Check. What happened? Try it again. I got it right, so I'm going to take the win, right? That placement, being able to correctly find where your body needs to be and hit that mark as we're moving through, that's why we practice, right? That's what we're here. That's why we practice. If you're missing the mark, why? What did I do? What happened? Well, as I came around, I let go a little bit on this side, and I shifted my elbow as I brought the sword down. And that little bit of a change shifted my balance off to the side. Once I corrected that, I'd find it first. Once I knew what it was, I could correct it. Once I corrected it, I work on correcting it, right? Now, I can correct it. That's how it works. That process is what practice is. That's what we do. One more time, both directions, not too fast. So, let me start here. And come around. 1, 2, keep going. Up, down, in, and extend. Other side. To the back. And 1, 2, keep going. All right. That, hit the mark. Find the placement, find the position, understand what's going on in the move. What are we doing here, right? And how to do it. The concepts, the basis for what we're doing, the way in which we move, right? What moves are we doing? What movement is this, right? The way in which we move are all part of that internal workmanship that goes along with turning the waist. How do I keep that connection? The physical part of the movement, as well as using the internal energy, using the Tantian, using that spirit, Jingshen, that animates everything. Dragon sword. Okay, let's... Oh, please. No! Dragon sword! You can see the difference, right? That's the point. So, as we practice, we also want to pay attention to the spirit that we have in practice. Sometimes it's just not quite there. Yeah, okay. Other times, we need to really pay attention to it so that when it's just not quite there, we can recall what it should be and pay a little more attention to what it should be. I'm going to stop for today. This series of moves is one that we want to pay special attention to because of the turns, because of the use of the waist. And we're going to see all of it again later. So, this is movement 6. There are 18. We're going to see it again later. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Bye.